So silly. What is happening, everybody? We'll get started here in a moment. Let me just get this going. What is happening, everybody? I am Amara, GoddessofBlundR. I make magic the gathering content on the internet. I am also a cosplayer and a puppeteer, and occasionally I'm sitting in a different chair, which is really weird. And I still have my pajamas on, so deal with it. Yeah. I always have my pajamas on if I'm in the house. Well, if I'm on stream, most of the time, no clothes. Because why would I wear clothes? Clothes are dumb. Clothes are just a stupid thing to keep me in check. uh, I hope everybody had a wonderful weekend. I was missing yesterday. I was missing most of the weekend, so I do apologize for that. I occasionally do get busy. Occasionally I have to do real life stuff and I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. Never happy about it. I am looking for... I just made this the other day. Recent, maybe? No, there it is. I don't know why some of my stuff goes to my one Gmail, the other one doesn't go to the other, goes to the other Gmail. It's a bunch of dumb, is what it is. So this is my magical miniature morning with Amara, GoddessofBlundR. That's me. I paint miniatures. I sit here and I slowly add my collection to Moxfield, so that I can trade and do my decks faster. I've been slowly putting everything in order as we go through it as well. Uh, I like to think that eventually, yeah, I don't know. We'll finish. I think this is week 7. At this point, I've given up all hope. We are alive. Come say hi. Sorting cards. Talking magic. The magics. Little lords. I hope there's a wonderful morning. That's right, that we are live. Look at me. I am such a not professional. You think after like 3 years, I get my stuff together, but no. Procrastination. All across the nation. All the time. All of the time. If I can procrastinate, I will procrastinate, and I shall be magnificent at it. Let's actually copy this, post it. Watch this. I'm going to post it here, but I'm also going to post it on the other websites as well, like a professional person should. Sometimes I know what I'm doing. Sometimes I do not know what I'm doing. Anyway. Oh, that's beautiful. I wish I had a Mox Jet. I will never own a Mox Jet. I would like to own a Mox Jet. Oh my. There's a new Space Marine 2 update today. Season Pass 2, Blood Angels, Salamanders. Sorry, I just got distracted. I'm very easily distracted by dumb things. One more. Let's go put it on the what is this called? This thing? Man, what is the beginner box? I want all these things. Man, I wish I would have got more stuff. Isn't that a ridiculous? This is a stupid thing to say. I'm sorry. I had to go find a commander bundle, which I did manage to find one. Actually, on Amazon yesterday, they had them for the actual price. I was like, what? Okay, we're gonna put that on there. Share. Words are hard and things and stuff. Look at this. I just liked my friend's post, and then I retweeted it. You know what it cost me? Absolutely nothing. Which is pretty ridiculous. I could just click this button, and you know what it does? It helps my friends. Whoa. Why would I want to do that? Wait a second, if I click this and I retweet it, it just helps my friend. Cool. This is me being feisty. Like, I really do try to like everything that I possibly can. Hey, Kate Gen X, you should be my friend. Nobody wants to be my friend. Okay, anyway, let's bring up our chat over here on this machine of missing. And then we'll have that up, and we'll have Moxfield up, and then we can actually do things. So this is my collection. I have been playing Magic for a very long time. Very long time. Let's see here. Let's bring this up. I don't like it over there. That's weird. It's weird. So instead we'll just watch me hunch over because my keyboard is way down here. Anyway, Magic. Been playing it a long time. Get this off of here, controller. Controller, you're in the way. So I am Amara, GoddessofBlundR. I started introducing myself, then I stopped introducing myself. I am a manic mess of fun. I am your favorite Grixis princess. I am the queen of Plane Chase. I love adding chaos to Magic. I have been playing for over 30 years. I am a cosplayer. You may have seen 5 of my cosplays at some of the Magic cons. You might have seen my puppets roaming around at Magic cons as well. I love Magic. I have a passion for it. It is something that I actually care about. I would like to leave it in good hands when I go. This is an interesting card, Leyline Immersion. There was a lot of interesting cards in Aftermath. I know a lot of people didn't like Aftermath, but this could be pretty useful. This is a retro frame. Enchant Legendary Creature. 1 green, 3 colorless. Enchanted creature has Ward 2, and tap, add 5 mana in any combination of colors. Spend this mana only to cast spells. Yes. Actually, I think I'm going to put this in Bailing. That's the name of the bear? Uh-oh, now I'm questioning myself. I hate questioning myself. Boom. I'm probably right. Let's just assume I'm always right. My partner always gets mad at me. She's like, you're not always right. She's like, you just think of every possible thing that could possibly happen. So no matter what, you're right. I was like, yes. Correct. As I said, I am always right. I love retro frames. Sometimes with some of the art, it looks really good. This was back when the Eldrazi were coming on Innistrad. Oh, Magic. I love Magic lore. I wish we haven't had any Magic lore in such a long time. It's so sad. Why do you hate us? Toadskeww doesn't hate us. He's a good squirrel. A toasty. Man, he is a really sweet squirrel. So you're probably wondering, you're probably not wondering at all, but why is she not in her proper chair? And I will tell you, is because Avison stole my chair. Avison said, "You do not need a chair, Mama. I shall steal your chair." I was filming something and she decided, yeah, she was going to watch me do it. And I can't kick her out. She's so cute. She just sleeps places and I don't want to make her move. She's such a good girl. Yeah, I love her. So anyway, I'm also one of your Magic the Gathering Avatar ambassadors. Avatar The Last Airbender would not to be confused with Blue People movie that we apparently need more of. It's not even that I don't like them, it's just, I don't know, James Cameron, you could have been doing something cooler. I just don't care, I guess is what the problem is. So, let's see here. Yeah, my partner has been off most of the week, so I did not get as many streams in as I normally would have. I try to only stream when she's actually not here because I feel bad, unless I'm playing a game with other people, in which then I have to work around everybody's schedule. When it's just my schedule, I can just move things around. When it's other people's schedules as well, I have to occasionally play when she's not around, or is here. Much then I feel bad. Oh, this is a reprint, so this is a list version. Oop. I remember this bear was worth a lot of money at one point in time. Hey, this fire sprite is actually, I got out of a Dominaria remastered, or not Dominaria remastered, Dominaria, what was happening, United? Yeah. It was one of the, when they put legendary, or legends cards in the packs. And it's not a rare or anything, but it's still pretty cool. It's green fairies. There's not very many green fairies that exist at all. Not only that, it makes red mana. It does all the things that fairies don't normally do. Tap it for a green to make a red. So weird. So freaking weird. It's for 39 cents. But you know what? I pull it out of a pack and it is pretty cool. That's a story. Let's see what's in the stack before I start going through it. I hate ooze so much. Ooze is so stupid. Instrument of the Bard, a legendary artifact. Interesting. So it's just, what's his name? Oh, Jesper, you do such awesome art. That's such a good card, too. Oh, that foiling is really nice. Okay, I'm just getting distracted by things. I'm like, ooh, what's here? I'll see these things anyway. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't a whole bunch of stuff that was the same. Boop. Jumpstart. Oh, Baloths. This card has caused me issues for most of my career playing Magic when it showed up. My career playing Magic. I don't know if that's correct or not. A long rest. That is what I need, is a long rest. Woke up 7 times last night. 7 times! That's insane! It's an insane amount of times! This should not happen. I woke myself up, my partner woke me up, had heartburn, I should have known better. Spaghetti is not, red sauces, just heartburn city for me. It's weird, like I have an iron stomach for most things. Like, there's probably lots of things I put in my mouth that should kill me that have not killed me. But look at me. Eat some spaghetti sauce and I'm like, ah! Apparently that's how you get rid of me. Spaghetti sauce me. I mean, that guy in 7 definitely got spaghetti sauced. That's a thing. I'm gonna spaghetti sauce you. Anyway. So, I've been adding cards to this collection forever. Such a library for up to 2 forest cards. And it could just be any kind of forest cards. You're wonderful, Sky Shroud Claim. That's why I have so many copies of you, apparently. You know what? Sky Shroud words are hard today. Actually, my mouth is very dried out for some reason. Lorwyn. Oh, that's just the original Lorwyn one. Huh. Not even a list version? Look at me, I'm a fancy lady. I'm a fancy lady. I'm a fancy lady. So this is just my show where I sit and hang out and do things that I need to do. But I hang out with you while I do it. I have so much stuff to go through. We are getting rid of my Pokemon collection. Like Pokemon cards, get a hold of me, because once they're gone, and I will probably make you a deal. Hell, you can trade me things and sell me things. I don't care. What are we doing here? What is this? The Double Masters? Is it Double Masters? Maybe. Could be. It is. Maybe. We'll figure it out. You know, I'm sitting here wondering, is the dog in the house? I started rearranging furniture in the middle of filming things. I hate being manic. It is one of my least favorite things in the whole entire world. And I just cannot get it right. This has been like 3 weeks of me just constant my brain on. This foil really makes me happy. I hate green, but whenever one or more cards leave your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Willowgeist. Silly enough. You could just mill the crap out of yourself. Put Gaia's Blessing in there so all your cards leave your graveyard, go back to your library. So whatever is in there, you get a bunch of +1/+1 counters for it. The foil looks really, really pretty. If you ever get to see one in person. I am a big fan of extended art cards. They make me happy. God, I hate oozes so much. Why you got to be so oozes? Oozes get +1/+1 at the beginning of your upkeep. If you control a commander, create a token that's a copy of Bio-Waste Blob. And that one does it, and that one does it. And then it gives all your oozes +1/+1. Oozes, I hate you. Why you guys should be so oozy? They're my least favorite creature type. I don't even have to. That's ahead of humans. I hate humans. This is War of the Spark. Oh, no. Why not? Ketra. I am looking for Kefnet. Kefnet, please. And thank you. Boop. Kefnet. Kefnet, you can go in the binder. My binders. You know what's horrible is even after I finish all these stacks, I have binders I need to go through. I said that this is going to be a show that just lasts forever. This is... I'm not even buying more Magic cards. This is what has happened. Hey, I know what I did with my life. I played Magic. Dream Trawler is just a stupid card. It's 6 mana for a 3/5 with flying and lifelink, which you're like, that's not great. But then you're like, whenever you draw a card, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn. I'm like, okay. Every time it attacks, it gets you draw a card. Okay. So it's going to become a 4/5 no matter what when it attacks. And then you're like, discard a card. It gains hexproof until end of turn. Tap it. So you can protect itself as well. Silly. Just silly. And most likely, you probably drew more cards than that. And if it's your turn, most likely it's going to be a 5/5 no matter what. With lifelink. Ugh. When it was in standard, it was a problem child. It had to go, like, immediately, otherwise it just overpowered you. It was gaining so much life. Ugh. So stupid. Every once in a while I remember things that happens in standard and things, and I'm like, nah. You kids just don't understand how terrible it was. But then I'm like, oh my god, you guys got it worse right now. There's all sorts of dumb mistakes. I don't know. I feel like things need to be looked over better. Or, I don't know. What do I know? I do know I could make some awesome Universe Beyond sets. Should I make decisions for other things? Probably not. It's probably... What's this? Let's listen to this. What is this? A Dark Electro Act. I do... Sorry. I realized I didn't have music on. Which is pretty ridiculous. Doesn't help that my brain is just always going, so I'm just... Sometimes I just don't notice things. Yeah, Heliod. Heliod is a problem. Gives all the creatures vigilance, which is pretty cool. I was okay with this music, and then I was like, man. Nope. Nope. Oh my god. It's so funny, sometimes I'm just like, this is... I don't know, I've already gone through these phases of my life, so I don't always... I'm not always into the music that is going on. I'm like, you're whining about something I already dealt with in my life. Sire of Insanity. Why did I buy you? Because I'm a freaking monster? At the beginning of each in-step, each player discards his or her hands. It's like a descent into Inverness. If you just didn't want anybody to play Magic ever again. Like, you don't like to play Magic? Let me fix this problem for you. Let me ruin your day. Just a heal. I really like this genre. I use it for a couple of decks, actually. We are going to start a break in 5 minutes, because I need to go lube my mouth and bring my water out here, actually. Oh, I even put the token with it, like a fancy person. RC, Sharpshooter. I love Transformers. I would love a Transformer set. That's the thing, is there's a whole bunch of things I would really like sets for, and it's just not possible to get them all. I would like them all. What does RC do on the other side? Pay 1, remove 1 or more +1/+1 counters from RC. It deals that much damage to target creature. I just threw that at you, Avison. What a jerk I am. Hi, baby girl. She's like, why are you putting your face so close to my face? I love you. Why are you so silly? I love you. Yeah. I should just use the head as use this as a headrest. Look at that little foofy. You're so sweet. I'm gonna dress her up as a turkey later. She doesn't know that. She will be sad when that happens. Whenever you cast a spell that targets one or more creatures or vehicles you control, put that many +1/+1 counters on Mercy. Okay, interesting. You're so silly, baby girl. She just scratches her spots. She just starts licking. It's just so silly. You're so silly. Yeah. Search for glory. Now she's like, you woke me up. Why did you wake me up? Now she's just cleaning all the spots that I just pet her. She's like, you are filthy, mama. Search for glory is really good. I don't know. I mean, search for a snow permanent, but most likely a legendary card or a saga are both things that are worth searching for. You know what? I gotta actually finish my god deck. Actually, that might actually go in my god. Actually, and Heliod is probably going in that deck as well, now that I think about it. Making experience counter god deck with Kratos, which I would like to finish this week, but I don't know if I'm going to finish it or not. Oh, I always want to finish things, but I hate these old sleeves. Back in the day, used to have these stupid Ultra Pro used to put these little foil stamps on their sleeves, and they're always where the freaking numbers are for the cards. It's freaking annoying. I was pretty sure that's what I was looking for, but it's an interesting god. It's more powerful if you have more creatures, and then you can search for more legendary creatures. Now, what is on the other side? Choose a creature type. Oh, and you can tap for green mana, spend this only to spend. It's interesting. This is a mana rock for 2, but for only for certain creatures. I guess I never looked at the other side of the card. Alright. 1 minute, I am going to go on a slight break to go lube my mouth, bring me myself some water. Lube my mouth sounds like a terrible thing, huh? Oh, why are we having frame rate drops again? I'm going to drop you, Spectrum. Me and you, Spectrum, are going to have it out, is what's going to happen. Worst. American internet is just such a scam. Everything in America is a scam. Anyway, I am going to go in like 30 seconds. Maybe we'll bring up a card to look at. Cliffhaven Vampire is actually really good. 153. Orzhov 2. Thanks for sitting through breaks and stuff. I do appreciate it. All the money goes back into funding the wonderful Blunder Dome and its silliness. I appreciate y'all. I'll be right back in a second. Avison will keep you company. Yo, yo, yo. What's happening? I'm back. We pet a lot of cats. Cats needed to be petted, and we did it. What's happening, everybody? I am Amar, Goddess of Blundr. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I am one of your Magic the Gathering ambassadors for Avatar the Last Airbender. I was sitting there thinking about a different set that does not exist that I wanted to exist while I was out there. I was like, ooh, this would be really good. I love a Farscape set, but nobody knows what Farscape is. Oh, internet, why are you being stoops? Stoops, is that a word? I'm just making up stuff now. So, I am a cosplayer. You might have seen some of my cosplays at Magic Cons or Command Fest or at Commander Sealed. I did do cosplay there the one time. I've been 5 different characters. You can also may have seen some of my puppets roaming around as well. I've had 4 different puppets. One of them was with my cosplay, with my Tarmogoyf, but you might have also seen Apple flying around in Atlanta. You might have seen my Chocobo running around in Vegas, and you might have seen Chandra running around in Chicago. Most of the time I also make decks for whatever character I have cosplayed or am roaming puppet-wise, around puppet-wise. I love magic. It makes me very happy. Besides puppets, you could also find my channel where I play Magic the Gathering online on Wednesday nights with the Breakfast Club. We usually play themed decks against each other. Badly. That's usually... We have a good old freaking time, though. You can find us on all of our streams, which you can find over on Chris One More Game, Calavera cosplay with Bones, and over with Bear Claymore over at Sylvan Scholars, but also on Bear's channel. Usually we stream together, so you can find also here. You can watch from wherever you want, and you can chat with everybody's chat. So it's always fun times for... It's fun times for us. I don't know if it's fun times for anybody else. Hey, some people show up. That's all that matters. But we have a good old time. You can also find me hanging out with Tomedy on Thursdays, where we play some one-on-one kitchen table magic at my kitchen table right here that's behind me. It's right next to my desk. I don't have a lot of space, which is ridiculous. I have a 5-bedroom house, but I don't know what I did with my life. Space Godzilla, Death Corona. I remember this came out just as the coronavirus was kicking off. Kicking off, is that what happened? I don't know. It was kind of weird because I remember watching it all just kind of happen in slow motion. Since I watch everything that goes on everywhere, and I'm like, this is not good. So I was preparing for what I might have to deal with. So my 2 years was not too bad. I did a good job planning. Hey, when you have the answers to anything that might possibly happen. There's Nail. Kev Walker is one of my favorite artists. Someday I would love to get... And not even, I will never be able to afford like an actual magic painting in my life. So I would maybe if I traded all my cards in, maybe that's what I do. Somebody want all my cards, so I can just go and buy myself an actual magic painting. That's something I would absolutely love. That it would be something that I would cherish, and it would just be in my office so I can see it every day. That's the thing. It's like collecting things. I want to see the things I've collected. So now I'm at a point that I'm trying to get rid of stuff, get stuff get stuff to people who will enjoy the things that I've collected over the years. I want somebody to look at something and be as excited about it as the things that I have sitting around that I like seeing. Like having a ton of comic books sitting in boxes that I'm never gonna look at again, most likely. I've already read them. They're in my brain. I don't... Every once in a while I do like to go back and read stuff. Killian is really good. I have a commander deck of them, and it was a warlock deck for Orzhov, and it's stupid. He's a 2-mana 2/2 with lifelink and menace. Most likely he's getting through at least early game, and then spells as you cast this, that target a creature cast 2 less to cast, which doesn't matter if it's something that you're casting against somebody or something that you're casting on yourself. So, Killian, you're killing it. Killing it. So why is Amara not sitting in her proper chair? Let me tell you. It's because Avison. And she's adorable. And I just don't want to move her. I don't want to make her move. She's so cute and adorable. I do believe I'm playing this weekend with the Brazen Coalition. I feel like this is a thing. Part of me is like, maybe it's not a thing. Maybe I'm just making this up. Maybe I'm not playing with them. I guess I should find out. There's a lot of things I should probably find out. I am the most procrastinatiest person out there in the world. I am not too bad. I am still trying to wake up. Let me tell you, Angus, my freaking... I don't sleep well at all, so then I just do other stuff instead of sleeping. I hate sleeves that you can't tell if it's a foil or not. I woke up 7 times last night, and then I woke up and I was like, I have things I have to do. I was like, I can't. I was like, I could go back to sleep. I was like, but I should probably go do those things. Be an adult for a little while. But then I'm coming home and I'm gonna be not an adult. Put my pajamas back on. So silly. Yeah, hasn't been too bad of a day. Besides, I've been awake most of it. I love it when it's like 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm like sitting there painting miniatures and I'm like, I should probably go to sleep or try to go to sleep. A lot of times I try to go to sleep and then I just can't, so then I just get back up. Like, I know that I'm not going to fall asleep, and then I still try. I don't know. So then I just lay there. And then occasionally I'm like, I'll just play Arena on my phone. I was like, I can't get up because of cats everywhere. I am prime real estate when it comes to bedtime. Cats love me. I don't know how often cats jump up there and they're just disappointed because there's other cats there already. They're like, ugh. These cats are already here. Ugh, I don't want to sit with them. That is such a weird card. Blood Funnel. I need to rebuild my Liliana deck. I had basically a commander deck for every planeswalker at one point. So they were technically Super Friends decks, but just all Lilianas or... Oh, that is shiny. I don't even know what I have. Sometimes I feel like I opened packs and then I just threw stuff aside and didn't have time to go through it. That's what a lot of this looks like. Things that I was like, oh, okay, I might need this later on. What is this? I don't even remember this card. Plot. Each player may shuffle his or her library into their graveyard. Each player does draw 7 cards, exile it. Huh. That's pretty cool. Oh, that must have been at the end of the story. She must end up leaving. Interesting. Man, I need some more Magic story. It's been a long time since there's been some Magic story. At least I feel like it's been a very long time. I feel like we definitely been missing out. My cat Avison took my chair, so we're sitting in a different chair. This is one of the chairs I usually use for the Thursday night streams. Boop. Which means my keyboard and everything is in weird spots for me. I don't like this. I remember using Bad Moon when I was younger all the time. Have 4 of them in my deck. It's so weird, the cards that I thought were super awesome. I mean, I did the things that I needed it to do, but I remember I used to have a lot of problems not adding like card draw and stuff, so then we just burn brightly, and then not be able to finish each other off, and we'd just be sitting there. I'm like, okay, let's see if I draw into something that I can win. Nope, okay. Eventually I learned how to build decks properly. It just was a long process. I think it really is I mean, I've been playing Magic for 30 years and I'm still learning, which I think is one of my favorite things about it. Even though I know everything for the most part. It's fun. I'll just keep shuffling Beacon of Unrest into my graveyard. Psh. Beacon of Unrest sounds like something that is going on in my house. I feel like a beacon of unrest. Blood Funnel is stupid. I don't. Non-creature spells you play cost 2 less to play. Whenever you play a non-creature spell, counter that spell unless you sacrifice a creature. So you gotta have creatures. She's like shoving somebody's head in. No, what is happening there? Oh no, it's shooting things out of the head, the severed head that's leaking blood everywhere. I guess it's shooting out. She cut this thing's head off, and then she is funneling blood out of it to shoot magic out of it? I don't know. I love magic art. It's ridiculous. That's one of my favorite things is magic art. We've gotten just thousands of pieces of art from Magic. Like, thousands upon thousands of fantasy art pieces. And they're not all just the same because we have all these different worlds we go to. Someday, Inverter of Truth, there has to be something silly I can do with you. When Inverter of Truth enters the battlefield, exile all cards from your library face down, then shuffle all cards from your graveyard into your library. There's got to be something that where I exile all my cards from my library that something awesome happens. I don't know what that super awesome thing is. Maybe +1/+1 counters. I don't know. Someday I'm gonna see something and it's just gonna click, and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, this is what's happening right now." I am excited about Hobbit. I am Lorwyn. I'm very super excited about too. I am excited about everything that's happening. I'm not excited. I don't know. Part of me is super excited that there's so many sets. My wallet, and that I probably can't buy most of the sets. That's the part that makes me sad. Like, I'll take more Magic cards every day. I just wish I could afford more Magic cards. I feel like this is the first time that in 30 years, that I've actually missed out on sets, and that really bums me out. Like, Dragons of Tarkir is the first set that I didn't get all of the commander decks. I still can't. I still don't have all of them, which kind of is annoying. As somebody who likes to have complete collections of things, and like, my ADHD is great. I think this might have actually been parts of my Liliana deck. I had an Oathbreaker Liliana deck for a while too. Maybe I'll rebuild. I think I am gonna rebuild my Liliana. Nixilis, you poor guy. Everybody's so mean to you. Man, there's a couple movies I want to go see. I think Zootopia comes out this week. I love my Disney movies. I don't know. I love my horror movies. Like, I love horror movies so much, but then I'm like, I love my Disney movies as well. I have a very eclectic taste of things. I don't know. I absolutely love my Disney stuff, and then I love my cutesy things, but I also love my terrifying, terrible things, horror movie stuff, and blood and gore and revenge movies. I love John Wick. I just like bad guys getting what they deserve. That's my favorite part about things. Blood Chin Fanatic. I can tell you for certain I have never seen anybody play this in my 3 years of streaming. Sacrifice another warrior creature. Target player loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is the sacrifice creature's power. I don't really want to sack my own warriors. I don't know. I guess it's not terrible if I want to kill, like, my opponents. Like, I could just sack all my warriors. Or attack, hit everybody, and then sack them. I do enjoy causing problems. Hopefully. Like, I have my door locked. Oh, there's a lake effect snow warning. Great. You know who loves lake effect snow warnings? This girl. You know what's not happening? I just learned that it is some day called Thanksgiving that people celebrate. Slipknot Day. Is it Slipknot Day? Oh man, I love Slipknot. My war music. I mean, I don't want like effects, no, everyone. That makes me pretty sad. I had to go. I started my costume for Vegas. I'm pretty excited about that. So silly. Part of me is like, I kind of want to enter the costume contest with my silly costume. I'm like, you know what? Oh, Butcher of Malkier. So, I have a deck. It is probably completely out of whack now. That is all cards that cost 69 cents. And I imagine some of the cards have probably gone up or down, so I probably have to change things around. I used to keep it pretty close together, but then once I started streaming, it was just a pain in the butt to try to do that. I was like, I don't have time to do that, and actually, like, keep other decks together and build new decks, and I still don't have enough time. I'm still building a couple of decks for Avatar right now, so I'm like, I still have stuff planned for Avatar until Lorwyn comes out. I'm very excited about Lorwyn. I doubt that I'm going to get to be an ambassador for Lorwyn. I am very excited about it, though. Fairies are my second favorite kindred group, so I am all up in that. That and cats. I'm probably not getting any cats this set, but that's okay. I'll be okay. This foiling is really cool looking on this Commandeer. This is pretty cool. You know what? He's so cool. I got my special version of him. If you want to have, I don't know if you're keeping it like all Avatar or not, but if you don't, Adventures is where it's at. Oh my gosh, Adventures are silly because when you go to flashback an adventure, it will try to go to the exile zone for flashback, but you can throw it in the exile zone for adventure instead. So you could just bypass it going away, and you could just keep doing it over and over again. Magic is silly. Like the current deck that I have right now. Oops, not loot. I need the key to the city. my current Iroh deck is just all Avatar cards and the cards that I got from Wizards, so I just usually try to keep everything together. I don't know, I've always done that for all of my ambassadorships. I've built a deck out of what I got, and then that's basically the deck that I kept together. And every single one of them works, and they're terrible, some of them. I built a Nashi deck for Duskmourn, and I don't know, it's just Duskmourn cards, and it wins. I don't know, it's silly. I don't know if people just underestimate it. They're just like, yeah, this is just all a bunch of Duskmourn cards. This will be fine. I've got this super awesome deck that I built, and then I'm like, okay. We'll see what happens. See, restrictions are how I like to build decks. Like, being able to have to work around a restriction, I feel makes you have to be more creative. And I like to see creative decks. I like to see new things. I don't want to see the same cards that everybody can just put in a deck that are going to win. Like, I can do that. I can put a bunch of good cards together and be like, hey, look at this. It does the thing that it does. A surprise. I don't know. That's just me. My opinion for myself. And it's like, I just like to have my restrictions on things. Even if I'm building like a 5-color deck. Especially if I'm building like a 4 or 5-color deck. Because I can just put all the best of everything in there. Why? I mean, it still needs to work together. You can just throw everything in together, but do still need to do a little bit of thinking when you throw all the cards together. Step Between Worlds is actually pretty cool. I might actually put this in my Niv Mizzet deck. I do like drawing cards. I like plot. It's kind of like a foretell that you're threatening somebody, but they know about it. Whereas foretell, they're like, something, something back there. Kidnap is so silly. I like magic and its silly little the flavor text and just there is a lot of silliness in magic, which makes me happy. Whether it's the flavor text or the names of things. Oh my gosh, these are all different. Ugh, good lord. That is too many Scourge of Fleets. Nobody needs this many Scourge of Fleets. Especially me. I don't need this many Scourge of Fleets. I don't want them. I am gonna go check on my babies. Actually, I'm probably gonna eat a beef stick while I'm gone as well, and pet some cats. Those are probably the things that are gonna happen in a second. I do appreciate everybody sitting through breaks as it funds the Blunder Dome. The Blunder Dome and its building of decks for every set. And content and everything. Ugh. It costs so much to do cosplays and puppets, like, and not really making anything doing it kind of sucks. Like, I have a bunch of really cool puppets. I have a bunch of really cool costumes I need to go fix. I have a lot of repairs I need to make. Traveling with costumes is not great. I've made them all modular so they can fit into the suitcases and stuff, but still, like, the travel, the wear all day long, like, your costumes just get messed up no matter what. I think all of us, and I'm not great at it. Okay, I'll be right back, everybody. Thanks for hanging out, and I appreciate you all. I'll be right back. Avison's gonna take care of you. She's just sitting down here. That is lake effect rain. such a troublemaker. He's a troublemaker. What's happening, everybody? I'm back tomorrow. GoddessofBlundR. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I am back from my cat check. My cats love cat checks. These I actually are going in decks. These are Commandeer is actually kind of funny. I love things I don't have to pay for. These are going into other decks. Search for Glory is actually going in that deck as well. Okay. Kefnet, you are actually a god as well. Okay, I guess those are actually all going in the God of War deck. Okay. We did it. We figured things out. Anyway, what's happening, everybody? We are in a weird chair. We are adding cards to my Mox field. This is my trade list. I gotta send that over to you, Angus. I completely forgot about that. Sorry, I get very distracted. I always have so many things going on, I feel like. That's not even... That's just streaming stuff. I'm like, Forest Shapeshifter is a weird card. I actually have to go look up the rulings on it, because as long as your top card of your graveyard is a creature card, Forest Shapeshifter is a copy of that card, except for it retains those abilities. And then you can choose and discard a card from your hand. You can just pay 2 colorless mana to do that. But I don't know how that works with it being on top. Apparently it doesn't matter. Apparently that's a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. A $5.99 thing. That's what it is. The original from Stronghold, I think? Yeah. I guess Stronghold probably would have been back when I came back. So I was playing Star Trek and Star Wars for a while. I was pretty obsessed with those. So that was like my jam for a little while. I had traded my original Magic collection for Star Trek and for the Star Wars collection of somebody else. And then I had kept some of my Magic cards from my original collection, like decks, so I still had stuff to play with my friends, but sold off all the rest of my stuff, or traded off the rest of my stuff. That's how I basically just bartered my way through hobbies for most of my life. Like, I will trade you this collection of things, you trade me your collection of things. Excellent. Which is wonderful. I love it. Anybody need a Pokemon collection? Oh my god. I need to go through these Pokemon cards. I don't know a good way to do it. And to sell everything. I guess I could just do... I don't want to sell things online. I don't want to go through the hassle of it all, but I think I might have to. I have a lot of Pokemon cards. Like, an insane amount of Pokemon cards. I used to play Pokemon online. And then I was like, well, why is the sense of buying online codes? If I could just go buy the packs, get the online codes, and then just throw the cards aside, and then someday sell the cards. Didn't think about that for years and years and years. Did it. Didn't think about putting them together, getting them ready to sell, just threw them all aside. And now there's a giant collection of Pokemon cards sitting about, and I'm just like, I don't want to go through this. I was like, do I just take pictures? Do I... what is the... I know Dragon Shield has like a thing that I can scan things. I don't know. I don't want to do it. But I need to. I need to downsize, and I would also like to use it to pay off debts so that I can go to Vegas next year. Because yeah, I was kind of hoping for the grant so that I would be able to actually be able to go. Now I gotta figure it out. Figure it out. This has been basically all of my content creation and convention going has been just figure it out. I drove across the country for 38 hours to Vegas with no money but a box of cards. I was like, I'm going to trade this box of cards in to pay for this trip. Excellent. uh, Poor people planning. What do you mean I cannot pay for my things with these cardboard squares? Insanity. Man, I never get any mail. I was like, you know what? I'm going to go outside and check the mail. Never get anything. It's very disappointing. That's one of the reasons why I like trading cards, because then I get mail. Yay! Okay, we finished a stack of cards. Look at us. Look at us go. Let's grab another stack of cards. She's so cute. Yeah. You're gonna be so mad when I put you in the turkey costume later, but you're gonna be so cute. Yeah. Little baby Avison. You're so silly. Her and her brother I call the Bumbles. They actually have another brother, Ramsey, but he does not look like them. He is all black, and they are a weird, stripy weirdness. I forgot what they said. Persian? Mixed with something else weird. By the way that they act and the things that they do. You're so silly. Good lord, you're so mean. Like my other kitties, they would just let me hold their paw, but you were like, I am going to wrap all of my claws around your hand. You're going to love every second of it. I did not love any second of it. Let me grab another stack. I had just grabbed what was ever was over here that we had not gone through yet. Legion to Ashes. Oh, there was something I wanted to listen to. What was it? So cool looking. I don't know, I love my purple. I love that black's colors are purple. Because it's like my favorite. Black is my favorite color in Magic, and that purple is my favorite color outside of Magic, so it works perfectly. Hurl Through Hell is a fun card. Exile target creature until the end of your next turn. You may cast that card. You may spend mana as though or any color to cast that spell. So you get rid of a creature, but you can also cast it. Hurl Through Hell would be fun with freaking Azula. You attack, Firebend, exile target creature, copies itself, does it again, exile 2 creatures, then cast those creatures, then those creatures copy themselves. Okay, anyway. That's fun. Yeah, that's stupid. I'm gonna do that. Amara is a problem. That is... That's it. I should have a sticker that says, I'm the problem. Azula is insane. The things I've done with her hurt my head. I kind of want to put a mirror box in there just because I want to make copies of legendaries. I've had a lot of fun with her. As a Grixis princess, I had to make her. I will always make whatever Grixis cards are in, or legendary is in the set. I have so many Grixis decks. They all do different things, though. Like, I don't have a lot of, like, copy spells. Like, I do like to make copies of, like, creatures, like, clone cards and stuff, but I don't have, like, a... That's my copy spell deck, is my Azula deck. Man, I love freaking Mayhem Devil. One of my favorite cards. It's just one of those cards that I keep aside because I know I'm gonna use it for things. Yeah, like my current Azula deck is just all Avatar cards. I did end up putting... I did use cards that could be considered in the Avatar universe. So, like, anything that is kind of non-descriptive, water magic or fire magic, or... So, my Azula deck does have a couple of things, like Valdokian or and things like that, so I could flash things. And that could be a thing that exists in Avatar. Could be a thing. Let's see here. Yeah. My Azula anything goes, every magic set will be probably disgusting. I like to build disgusting decks every once in a while, where I'm just like, this is stupid. The first time I got to play against Azula, yeah, it did not go well. She just wrecked our world. We were all playing Avatar decks. And, yeah, she, I wasn't even having, like, mana issues or anything. I was doing the thing I wanted to do, but it wasn't accomplishing anything against the decks that I was playing against, so... God, I love Phyrexian Tyrant. Or Tyranny. It's so gross. It's stupid. I have to still move a bunch of furniture in here. I was rearranging my office for the winter time. Kev Walker does some cool art. Whenever a player draws a card, the player loses 2 life unless they pay 2. Would you like to pay the 2? That's the Grixis version. Would you like to pay... Would you like to pay my crappy tax? Well, it's going to hurt you every time. Up to 3 lands you control become 2/2 warriors until end of turn. That's interesting. It'd be warrior lands. Let's see here. I feel like I have a whole bunch of copies of this. I bought a lot of Theros. I had finally... It only took like 20-something years, but I finally got my dad to play Magic. my mom made him play with me because I had no friends. I wanted to play Magic. So he played Magic for like a summer. And he enjoyed it for the most part. Spending time with me, I don't know. Who wants to spend time with me? Boop. We had fun. And then I got all of his Magic cards. Apparently that's what it always ends up happening. That's what my partner used to play with, and then she quit, and then I ended up with all of her Magic cards. Yeah, I did. It stinks. Like there was been so many times where all I do is collect instead because I just didn't have anybody to play with. Like until Tom started playing with me, like regularly, I didn't have anybody to play with, so I was just collecting, and I kept up with. I would read story and collected. That was, and sometimes it feels like that's what I'm still doing. I do get to play with Tom every week. Except for now, like, it was nice when he lived like 7 minutes away. But now he lives like an hour away. Or I guess it's like 30 minutes away. But the way that he drives, it's like 45 minutes away. uh, and you know what? I don't think I've never been to Tom's house ever. I still don't know where he lived in Dunkirk. So freaking weird. I live like I didn't even live like 7 minutes away. We lived like 3 minutes away. And every time I would go to pick him up, he would be like on the corner of the street already and not near a house. And like, I don't know what house this is. I go to drop him off, and he's like, "Oh, you can just drop me off here." I'm like, "Okay." And then I would like, yeah, like, do you not want me to know where you live? Like, uh, I'm pretty sure he doesn't want me to come to where he lives and hang out with his family. He'll probably keep them hidden from me. Apparently, I'm just too much fun. It's interesting. When it enters the battlefield, I put a +1/+1 counter on target creature I control. Enchanted land has tap for 2 mana of any one color. It's interesting. There's some cool cards that interact with mana tapping now that I would like to try out. Aberoth. I remember you back in the day. Are these all my Aberoths? Well, apparently. It's fun art from Braum, right? Yeah, that's just Braum. I've never gotten to meet Braum. Braum I would like to meet as well. There's a whole... I love magic artists. Magic artists are like my rock stars. I could care less about famous people or celebrities, as we call them, or reality star crap. Reality TV ruined everything. Somebody keeps all these shows on the air, but I don't know who they are. I just nobody will admit that the person who watches Real Housewives. And some people, you can tell that the people that watch those shows. What is going on, Arizona Angels? We are just hanging out. I'm rambling about things. What am I rambling about right now? We are rambling about how reality television ruined the world. made people think that that's how reality actually is. uh, let's see here. And so we're still adding cards. This is like week 7, Arizona Angels. It's week 7 of adding cards to this list. Oh my god, it ruined MTV. Oh, MTV used to have music on it long ago. Like, back in the day, I'm gonna get old here for a second, but back in the day, we used to have these things called music videos, and they were pretty freaking sweet. And there were different shows like Headbangers Ball and different programs that would have. What was it? What was the MTV Rap? I don't remember. I used to watch almost all of these shows. Anyway, there was music. It was great. And then freaking what was it? Trying to think of what it's called. I literally just watched like a parody version of The Real World. Real World. I used to love VH1 as well. No, I was thinking The Real World. The Real World was pretty much the first like reality TV show, I think, that like started that kind of whole entire thing. And then they started playing that constantly, and then they would play like reruns of it, and it slowly just like started taking over sections of MTV. Ugh, makes me so angry. I used to love like VH1 storytellers or pop-up video. uh, Arizona Angels, I literally don't know where I find all the time. Yeah, Big Brother's another terrible one. I hate like the Real Housewives. Like it's just trash that gives the wrong idea to people that that's how things are and how they should be. Like I don't know. Like they're giving a platform to people who are terrible people. Like they don't do anything good to the world. Yeah, they're all just so fake and don't even. I am actually pretty PO'd about uh, the Mormon Housewives show. I'm not a fan of things that they do, and I don't like that it's put on display as something that's okay. It baffles me, actually. I am not a fan of religions that hurt people. I I know this is not something I should get into, but I don't want people to be hurt, and putting certain things on display and making it okay makes me angry, Disney. It makes me pretty angry. I like you, Disney, but me and you are gonna have some words at some point. Walker of the Secret Ways is a very good card. Yeah, not the religion itself. It's the things that happen behind the scenes, I guess. Like, no, all religions, I feel like, serve a purpose. They give people hope, and that's a good thing. Walker of Secret Ways lets you return ninjas to your hand, which is pretty cool. And the artwork is really freaking cool. I really enjoyed Kamigawa when we were there. There was a lot of bad stuff, like Arcane. And Kamigawa spirits, for some reason, don't fly, which is pretty lame. I always was saying, I was like, if I was actually, like, on, oh, I just forgot what I was saying. I was reading this card, and then I completely just, oh, it does say Megamorph. I forgot Megamorph was a thing. Megamorph really is not as impressive as it should be. Yeah, Soul Shift was awesome. Arcane, if you use it, did they ever end up making any more Arcane cards after Kamigawa? I feel like we haven't had any more. This is fun music. I've been listening to some weird, creepy, ethereal goth music all morning. Bring that back over there. See, my least favorite mechanic that has ever existed is Grander. But it's only because I like to play Commander and it's useless. I have not found a use for Grander, yes, in Commander. I feel like they could definitely make new cards, especially for like older mechanics that might not have had the rules might not have existed yet, or the cards might not have existed yet to make it good or make it operate better. And that's the thing too. Like I feel like you can make any mechanic work even when there's cards that are subpar. Oh yeah, I guess you could do that. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work, Arizona Angels. Even though I love hoops, so you know what? I like restrictions. I don't know. When I have to jump through hoops to do something and then I win, or I'm like, yay! Look, I did things. They're like, you know, you could have really gone about this differently. I'm like, I don't care. I want to do it the hard way. Dang it. Let me just do it the way I want to do it. Cabal therapy. Good lord. Cabal therapy is actually really good. You know, Cabal therapy with earthbending is really good too, because you could just sacrifice your land and then it just comes right back. Earthbending is stupid. I absolutely love it because it makes it so, like, I just get things back. I don't know. I always feel like when I jump through a bunch of hoops, I'm just like, yay. Like, when I do the thing, I'm just happy. Like, even if, like, sometimes I just don't tell people the things that I'm trying to do. Because sometimes they're just stupid things, and I'm just like, hee hee. I give myself little goals. This is actually signed by Infinitokens and Shannable. I ended up changing it out with a different card, so I was like, no. You are too much. In 1 minute, I am going to go, not marked. It's not marked so much it is signed by friends. There we go. know what is so interesting to me that like you try to trade a card to like a vendor and they'll be like, ah, this card is signed or marked, so it's worth less money. But then they'll sell it for exactly the price that it's worth, even if it's marked or not. Anyway, I will be right back in a second. Thank you for sitting through breaks. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna go check on my babies, make sure they're not wrecking the house. Take care, everybody. I'll be right back. Hey, this makes birds. Birds. It's attached to me. I'm having too much fun. That's going over here. That's going over there. That's going over here. Oh my gosh, no. Lord, you are magnificent. I love you. Daphne Doo, she's so silly. Daphne Doo. Man, Razor, what kind of crappy foam did you use? My hair is not. The oil from my hair like destroyed my headset? What kind of crap is that? He's a booble thief. A booble thief, everybody. What's happening, everybody? It's Amara. GoddessofBlundR. I'm still here. What's happening, everybody? We went and checked on the cats. I pet 5 cats. It was wonderful. I love my babies. They're just silly little gooses. I was like, I'll start taking apart this deck over here. I actually took apart decks this year. I was actually proud of myself. I mean, I built more cards. Does it? Bird is the word. Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word. I'm bad at jokes, Arizona Angels. Now I'm reading it and I'm like, you know what? I really should read the full sentence together. I'm doing like I do when I read magic cards and I'm just bouncing around to words that I'm like, ooh, bird. Red ball. Oh, my attention span. He does make birds. My brain was just like, ooh, he makes birds. Okay, cool. That's what. Oh, if only my brain worked properly. I like to think if my brain worked properly, I would be brilliant. Mr. Booble Thief here. I need to actually put in. If I redo my Liliana deck, I might do. Foundations had a lot of really cool cards. It is a shame to me that it did not. I know I bring this up every once in a while, but I thought Foundations was supposed to be like the starter set for like new players and stuff, and then they just kind of forgot about it. Why do I have 6 Sevlars? That is not a normal amount of Zevlars. Nobody should have that many. Damn Miller. That is far too many Zevlars. So weirdly, on Moxfield, all of the judge kits don't have the right symbol. There's special symbols that were on all each. I don't know why they made 10 new symbols just to be a pain. I mean, they're not new symbols. This is a symbol, Azorius and stuff, but it's interesting to me. Sometimes their decisions, I'm like, I don't know why they did that. Why did you do these things? I wonder how many things will get, like, reprinted in The Hobbit from Lord of the Rings. There's not a lot of stuff that could, but there's, like, certain cards like this that can never be printed in Magic because it's obviously a Lord of the Rings thing. It's also insane that it's a $5.99. $5.99 common card. Which means I probably have more of them somewhere. God damn it, I don't want to go through all my cards. This is where I'm gonna die, Arizona Angels. I don't want to do this forever. I need to get rid of my Pokemon cards. And anybody want Lorwyn cards? Or not Lorwyn, Lorcana. Lorcana cards. I love the artwork and stuff. I've never played the game. I have decks. I built decks. I just never got around to playing. Like, me and Tom both bought cards, and we just never played. Like, I want to play Magic, so I just don't. I'm just like, okay. We get to the house and we're just like, oh, let's play Magic. Don't have to get out of other game and learn how to play it. Sounds like work. This is a cool beast within. The artwork is fun. I like the color green. I just don't like the color green in Magic. So I'm building. Maybe lore winning. Oops. Boop. That is not the correct. So I'm building Aloy, and I don't know what I should do. I think I'm just doing a bunch of big, crazy, unearthed artifacts. I gotta see how many are actually in Simic. I hate Simic, but I love Aloy. Horizon Zero Dawn is one of my favorite games. So much fun. You can sneak around, you can hunt, you can be all badass and just beat things down. I like to be badass because I don't get to, my body fell apart and then I can't do the cool things I used to do. So being able to do the cool things in video games is what I have to do. Oops. That's cool art for that. There's so much other artwork out there now for things that sometimes I just can't keep up with it all, and especially with all the secret layers. And if there are secret layers that I'm not interested in, I usually look at them and then I'm just like, bloop, whatever. That is insane. Why is that expensive? Returnal creatures that aren't the chosen type to their owner's hands. I mean, it's basically a cyclonic rift for creatures. I mean, wins games. Since, I mean, $17.99, I can... Preordain. I'm very disappointed that I'm probably not going to stream super long today. Probably until 2-ish, just because I started moving my office around. So now I gotta actually take care of the mess, the mess of things, and all the cats are like, everything's in a different spot. Yay! You're out of control. Whisper Silk Cloak. I don't use these very often, like the cloaks and things. On certain decks. I'm not a fan of Shroud. It's not my favorite. Why are you in here, bird man? You make Homunculi. Interesting. I'm trying to figure out whether or not this is worth... Let's see. No, this is just a 35-cent common. Why is this over here? I wonder if I was gonna... Oh, he was an artificer. Oh, and he was a bird, so he probably ended up in there for reasons, I imagine. Beast within. Man. Oh, I gotta go upstairs, too. Ugh. I forgot that I have a bunch of stuff going on up there that I need to move. I honestly... Working, streaming, making content, taking care of the house, taking care of life. I don't understand how people have time to do anything. And then I still somehow managed to fit all my hobbies. That's the thing. Of course, I was up at 4 o'clock this morning doing stuff. Whistle silk cloak would be a pretty awesome weapon. That's a bard's cloak. And it is not nearly as quiet as the whisper silk cloak. Every time you take a step, it's just whistling. You never get anywhere. I'm not nearly as sneaky as I think I am. I hate Catherine's Crusade so much. One of my least favorite cards. I don't want to do the math. I don't. It always goes insane, and then I'm just like, what have I done? I hate it here. I really want those Final Fantasy box sets that are coming out, and I'm very unhappy that the Chocobo bundle, like Card Kingdom, put it out yesterday, and it was freaking $200 for the Chocobo bundle. I'm not paying $200 for that, and that's not what the MSRP was on it. It's just the big stores making a decision and then making it so every other place has to do the same thing so they can make extra money. And I want my local businesses to make extra money. Not that I have an LGS now, but like I want them to make profit. But I'm not paying twice the amount of what something was supposed. Not even twice the amount. Oh my god, it's like over $120 more than it's supposed to be. That's insane. 3 visits? Why are you so freaking much? It's insane. Uh, Insane. I am very excited about Ninja Turtles. I had a brilliant Ninja Turtle idea yesterday. I was like, I need to talk to somebody. Nobody has contacted me back, which doesn't surprise me, but man, I would do so much cool stuff if I had the resources. 214 Warhammer, I love you. I want to go back to you. Making me happy. Oh, are those my breeding pits? I just use like 4 of these things in one of my sacrifice decks. Oh, this was from my... See, Eventide and... Oops, I've been putting these in the wrong stack. Oops. No, Nature's Lore is an expensive card, too. Oh, that would be a really cool one. They could definitely do a version of that. It could be a flip card of some sort. You have to meet like 3 criterias to, or have it be a saga, so that it goes from the past, present, and the future, and then it flips and becomes something good of some sort. Maybe it becomes an enchantment that makes a creature, I don't know, fly. Flying is always a problem, right? That is a lot of breeding bits. That's an insane amount of breeding bits. You know, 6 breeding pits just because. Stupid card. Breeding pit is really creepy and weird and gross. I'm just like looking at it. I'm like, I don't know about this. I have way too many cards. I'm always so happy the more I get done, though, because then I'm like, yay, I'm getting there. Woohoo! Dark Depths. I feel like I had a reason that I needed a copy of you for some reason. What was that reason? There is a very cool Merit Lage token of Aang that is in the Avatar set that I did not know about until I was like, why is this a 2020 Aang Avatar? I was like, this is terrifying. I was like, how did I miss this card? And I was like, oh, this is Merit Lage. I was like, where is there? I was like, there must be a reprint. And I was like, oh, okay. That's like I didn't realize that was one of the reprints. I do like that they make the reprints though, because it makes it so I can make theme decks and still use those. That's a fun. Look at us. Or look at you making cards. I'm just here. I didn't do much. Elspeth Conquers Death is one of my favorite cards. It's a stacks saga piece. You know what? I might actually have a use for that. There's a couple new saga cards in Avatar that I want to try out. There's so many things I want to try out in Avatar. I should really go over to Magic Online and try things out because I have all the cards there. Or I have access to all the cards there. I just usually only play with the breakfast crew because other people are mean on there. I don't like it when they're mean to me. I don't need more people being mean to me. No, thank you. Oh, Dragon Lord Atarka, you big scary creature. Yeah, my upstairs has kind of become my warehouse area right now. I'm going through all my toys and my collectibles and things and figuring out what I need and what I don't need. You know, that makes sense. You got red for the rebound, you got white for the... I mean, it's really good. I mean, I would pay 5 for that. Because you're going to want it to be at least... it should be Grixis. Everything should be Grixis. Yeah, the blue for the draw, the white for the... or the red for the rebounding, and the black for the sacrificing. And by the time you have 5 mana, or at least the mana to cast it, you most likely have an instant or sorcery to return. Or at least, hopefully you built the deck so that you do have something, that you have cheap instants and sorceries to get to the... I mean, you're in Grixis, so you may as well be using Brainstorm and stuff like that, so... that is not the right Dragon Lord Atarka. Pioneer Masters, why are you in my way? Why do you have the things as the same number? Just to make me keep messing it up. Avison, you have made this difficult, my baby. My keyboard is in a really weird spot. That like I'm used to being over here and doing things, and like it's throwing me completely off. Like I don't like it. She's so cute though. I can't make her. I have this terrible thing that I just won't move my cats. That shouldn't. They shouldn't be dictating what I do in my house, but they really do. Yeah, that would be a really cool card. That would be a cool card just normally. I mean, you could make a version of it in something, even not holiday-wise. It could be a Duskborn card. I can't wait till we go back to Duskborn. I have so many cool ideas. I love my horror movie stuff. Oh yeah, I remember those being. It's funny because, like, Commander kind of changed how everything was. So, like, things that weren't super powerful back in the old days suddenly became much better. Like, tutors in a 60 card format aren't super terrifying because you're just playing usually one-on-one, and even though you're going to grab something, most likely it's slowing you down because you're going to go grab it. Even though Demonic Tutor. Demonic Tutor will always be good. Oh my god, Arjan, the Shifting Flame is stupid. Whenever you cast a spell, put the cards in your hand on the bottom of your library in any order, then draw that many cards. This is just a... Why does Tom not use this? Tom loves Teferi's Puzzle Box. He has a Teferi's Puzzle Box on a creature. I imagine he would love this Sphinx. Does he even know it exists? That's the fun thing about Magic, is there's just so many things. Yeah, like, there was what Mystic Remora was not so great back in the day, like, and now it's a fantastic card. Like, when I finally started playing Commander, like, I used to just buy the decks because there was all sorts of super cool cards in them, and I was collecting at the time, so I was just like, yeah, so I just bought the Commander deck, so I was like, yeah, I get 29 new rare cards, cool. And, yeah, I didn't realize that, like, all these old uncommons and commons from, like, when I was playing as a kid suddenly were good. I was like, wait a second. You know how many copies of Mystic Remora I have? I have so many copies. But then there's things like, it used to baffle me that people didn't think that, yeah, oh my god, LED was so bad. I remember coming back and I was like, it always baffled me that, like, Force of Will was a card that was good back in the day, even before, and, like, nobody, like, jumped on it. I was like, it's a free spell. I was like, that's insane. So I used to trade people for all of their Force of Wills back in the day. Because I used to have them on all my blue decks. I was like, okay. It's like I need a playset of all these in every blue deck. Free spells are good. What? Yeah, like, and now, like, you basically need them. Like, ugh. And, like, Brainstorm. I have so many copies of Brainstorm. And retire on Brainstorms. I bought so much Ice Age when I was a kid. Like, that was when I finally had figured out a system of trading and selling cards. So then I was just, like, trading for more cards, and then I would sell those cards to get more cards that I needed, and then it just turned into it turned into whatever this is. I don't know. I love my hobbies. They make me happy. It lets me shut my brain off and get away from the world. I've been trying to finish this freaking Vampire Bloodlines 2. It's so bad. I hate it so much. Every once in a while, I like parts of it, and I'm like, oh, vampire stuff. The combat system is just so awful. This is so bad. Makes me so sad. I love Vampire the Masquerade so much, and I love Vampire Bloodlines. It's one of my favorite games, and I feel so sad playing this game. Not only that, is that I sold a bunch of stuff so I could buy it, so I could play it when it came out. And then I was like, I should have just bought Battlefield 6. Damn it. I was like, why did I do this to myself? Oh, Flubs the Fool. I have a lot of copies of Flubs the Fool. I only have 4 copies of Flubs the Fool. Oops. Can play an additional land on each of my turns. When I play a land or cast a spell, I draw a card if I have no cards in hand. That's silly. 0/5. You're a silly frog. I've never actually played against the Flubs the Fool deck. I should make a chart and try to play against every single deck that exists, or every single commander. I need a new goal. That seems like a silly goal, right? There's a lot of commanders. I guess I should get to work, huh? If I were to start fighting everybody, be like, what commanders do you have? I need to defeat these ones. I don't have time to play against other ones. I only have time to fight these ones. Would give me something to do. Something to... Okay, I guess I should have looked at these. So my Wick deck is almost done. I need to grab a couple more rats. I didn't realize I needed like 16 more cards for the deck. It's ninjas and rats. Ninja rats. Which I guess it's the splinters. A bunch of splinters just running around. Man, I'm gonna make so many Ninja Turtle decks. This is gonna be so great. I'm very excited about Ninja Turtles. Just let Amara make as many ninja... Let Amara be an ambassador for Ninja Turtles, and then she'll just get out of everybody else's way. I'll let everybody else be cool. I'll just go and stand off to the side afterwards. I'm so excited about Ninja Turtles. Anyway, get Rock Monster. Get Rock Monster. Get Rock Monster just sounds like a very hillbilly kind of monster that you would find. Sounds like something my family would have grown. I'm glad that I know that none of my family is ever watching any of my streams. I know I have family out there somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, Sidar Jabari. I forgot I needed you for... I was rebuilding my night deck. And I was like, well, I may as well... I don't want to use... It's silly not to use Sidar Jabari, though, because he's got freaking Eminence. Why did they put Eminence back? Eminence, you're so stupid. You're just so good. It's just stupid not to use you. It's upsetting. But I don't want to use you as my commander, but I'm going to. You know, I never see Arvid the Cursed in anybody's decks. He's got Death Touch and Lifelink. He's a 3/3 for 5, but he gets all my other legendary creatures +2/2. You know how many legendary creatures are in my decks most of the time? Too many. I don't know how not to put legendary creatures in my deck. You know what's weird too is like he was a new character that they added and then they just kind of threw him off to the side, and then like a lot of these characters that were in Dominaria uh, and new members of the Weatherlight crew. They got cards in later sets, but they were arena only cards. Sorry, my wrists and my hands are locking up. Don't get old, I always tell you all. Oh my god, my freaking hands are. Yeah. My spine and my hands feel like just being stabbed horrifically all the time. And then I just sit there and I laugh about it. I'm like, this is hilarious. I don't know why I become goofy all the time. In like 1 minute, I'm gonna go check on my babies. Avison's gonna sit here and be adorable. She's just gonna sleep all day. She's so silly. I love her so much. Oh, Supreme Verdict. Just get out of here, it says. You all be dead. I am gonna go check on my babies. I appreciate y'all sitting through the breaks. This is kind of my job right now, unfortunately. I've been doing side projects and jobs around and about town, which is never fun, but it is what I be doing. That's why I need to sell I need to sell my Pokemon cards. So I can prepare for Vegas. Okay, everybody, I'll be right back in a second. We'll look at this prophetic bolt, and I will be right back. You take care of yourselves, and I will be back. Warhammer Quest. You look pretty freaking cool. And, oh man, you should just send me that. Hey Warhammer, you should just send me this. I buy a lot of Warhammer stuff. I'm back, everybody. I am Amara, GoddessofBlundR, if you don't know that. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. Occasionally, this content is just me hanging out in the morning with my miniatures and my cards. And we slowly enter all my cards into the internet. And then we get visited by Batty Cat, who apparently is trying to figure out how he's gonna get on my lap that doesn't exist. Ouch! He's just walking through, apparently. He's so handsome. I love you, Mr. Bats. Yeah. Whenever I give him a really good petting, he will follow me around for the rest of the day. So now he's just like, hey, are you gonna pet me again? I would really like that, please. Hi, Avison. And then he jumped on Avison. And Avison's like, ah. So now she's awake. We're getting there. Everybody's waking up. I am a Magic the Gathering content creator, if you did not know that. I am one of your Avatar The Last Airbender ambassadors. I am one of your former ambassadors for a couple of sets. I am a cosplayer and a puppeteer. You may have seen some of my cosplays at Magic the Cons and Commander Sealed and Command Fest. I was trying to think of what the names of those things are. I love Magic the Gathering. It is my passion. It is my favoriteest thing in the world. It is what keeps me sane when I'm sitting there doing mindless, boring tasks of things I don't enjoy doing, like work. There's nothing worse than sitting there doing a mindless thing, because I will just sit there and think about Magic. I just go into my own little universe, shut my brain down. If I don't enjoy something, yeah. When I worked at Walmart, it was terrible. I would just do such terrible things. I would get bored, and I was just like, I wonder what happens if I blow this up. You know, the normal things that people think. I used to do some pretty cool stuff. And the one thing is, I was just so good at my job that it didn't matter what I did. They were like, well, you're better than all these other people that are also doing your job, so I guess we'll just let you do what you want. I'm like, okay. Smashy, smashy. So, this is a silly card. Like, you can basically, you can choose any number of players and then investigate X type, where X is the total number of creatures those players control. I've gotten to do this for like a bazillion clues. And it is wonderful. You just let somebody just keep putting out stuff. You're like, just keep putting all those creatures out because I am going to make so many glue tokens. Or I'm just like, you just keep making tokens. I'm going to Rakdos charm you. Like, might seem really cool to have all those creatures right now, but you're going to be thinking differently in a couple minutes. I wish everybody wasn't a detective in Murders of Karlov Manor. I feel like the set would have been much better if they wouldn't have like tried to force that. I think people would have liked it more. And there's good cards in the set. Like, I feel like it's going to be one of those under-opened sets that we should have opened more cards and we didn't, and then everything's going to be expensive. This is a silly one. Creatures you control get X plus X, where X is the number of cards you've drawn this turn. There is some fun ones that actually let you draw your whole entire deck. This music does make me happy. Oh, you know what? I gotta figure out. I gotta move some stuff over there. I'm just thinking to myself. Thinking to myself out loud. I do need to actually go do some other stuff before my partner gets home, but I probably won't get most of it done before she's gonna get home and be like, what the hell did you do? And be like, well, let me tell you. And then let me go this direction so you quit yelling at me. But it's not my fault. It is all my fault. Sometimes I have ideas and then I partially get them done. Also, I can only do so much by myself, unfortunately. Sometimes I do need help, which I hate. I hate asking for help. It's one of my least favorite things in the whole entire world to do. I will hurt myself before asking for help. I blame my dad for that, because he does the same frickin' thing. I remember back in the day, and then he would just go and do something, and then my mom was like, ah! Told you not to do that by yourself. And he's like, I don't care. Except for he wouldn't say that. He would just go do it anyway. And then my mom would be yelling. She'd be like, you need to get out there and help him. I was like, he doesn't want my help. Thrills of childhood. Okay, I love the Lendra. She's a vampire night sphinx. If only I could use that guy that gives me +1/+1 for all different creature types that I am, as long as they're not human. They are not humans. Also, it's one of my favorite night cards. It's one of my favorite cards, like commander-wise. It's just stupid. It's cool looking. It's badass. Ugh. I'm rebuilding my night deck. It's still happening. This is who I wanted to use as a commander, but maybe I just make her the secret commander. Also, it's gonna be... I gotta figure out counters and knights. How can I make it work properly? She's really cool. 178. I did finally get a copy, so you know what? I'll put her over there. I need to do some thinking. Bona the Butcher, you are not terrible to have in there, as you are also a knight. I think this might all be stuff from the night deck, actually, so that's probably why. There we go. Oh, Ural, you used to be my old enchantment commander back in the day. So good. It's really hard to get rid of. I still have him in one of my decks, but he's no longer the commander. No longer the commander. Oh yeah, I gotta go do that today too. Ugh, good lord. I just wanted to finish some of the stuff here, because yesterday I did not get anything done that I actually wanted to get done. I had to go do other things, to go be an adult, to go job and work. Just leave Amara alone. She just wants to make magic cards and make puppets. Leave her alone. I want to finish this Reaper Queen that I built. And I just not having... I need to go buy material, and I need more foam. Ugh. So if anybody knows anywhere cheap to buy foam, let me know, because Fleam is still not finished because I need more felt. I still haven't finished the Reaper Queen because she needs more foam. And then I was starting some pests. I was making little mini Blex. The Blex the Pest from Strixhaven was gonna be my it's also my cosplay. And I wanted to make a little mini one, a little puppet version. And that's for Vegas, but so I have plenty of time. I don't know. The death of one of my babies kind of put a damper on my financial situation for extra things. So I'm just keeping busy. Death is never fun. Such a weird card, Drag the Canal. Da, 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 da. Oh my god, Drag the Canal, where are you? You're somewhere here? Oh, well, that is not the version of this that we are looking for. This is not the version of this you are looking for. That's what... That should be a sticker box field, because that's how I feel sometimes. This is not what you are looking for. This makes robots. And it has protection for robots. I need to figure out where I'm putting that. I couldn't put it... Oh, can I put it in? No, I couldn't put it in Mr. House. God damn it. I remember why. At some point, I'm sure I'll find a spot for that. Heidel. Or... Helda. Helda, I was going to build. She's interesting. Whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, you may pay 1. When you do, you choose create a 4/4 white or blue or white and blue elemental creature token, or put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control, or scry 2, then draw a card. There's a lot of ways to tap down people's creatures. Just it's not fun for people, so that's one of the only reasons I haven't actually built this. Like, I mean, it's a thing I could do. It's just nobody's gonna enjoy it happening. So, well, I will enjoy it happening. It'll make me happy watching things get tapped down. As soon as I finish this stack, I am gonna go, though, because I do have to move some things around, and then I need to go upstairs and go take some stuff up there, and then take some stuff down. I've been trying to organize the house in between streaming, making content, working, not sleeping, I guess. Still taking in all the content that I do, movie-wise, television-wise, video game-wise. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I am a mess. I'd have it no other way. Ruin of the Hidden Realm I have not made either, and was going to be my Rhino deck. But I just never got around to that either. Some point. I wish I had more time. Okay, I want to do this, but I'm building decks at the same time that I'm doing this, which is just silly. Like, let's make some more decks. Okay, why not? I guess. Thanks for hanging out with me, everybody, and listening to me ramble as I add cards to my trade list. And also, I guess I need to send over that list now that should have just done it. I left my phone. Yeah, where did I leave my phone? I took it with me, and then I apparently did not bring it back. Vanishing Verse. You're so silly. You're only 2 mana, and you just exile monocolored permanent. Monocolored permanents are everywhere. I forgot I was gonna build this too. She's so cool. Such a weird card. And I just love it. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to a creature equal to that creature's toughness, draw a card. Then you can pay X if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a permanent or player. This turn it deals that much damage plus X instead. So sniper shots give you a draw, card draw, or you could just outright kill something if you want to. Which is pretty cool. I like that the card tells a story. I know I got this for a reason. I'll figure it out later. Was I building the deck itself, or was I including her in a deck, is the question. Every once in a while I find stacks and I'm like, these are all things that I had ideas. Mara likes ideas. She is a idea machine. Riku of the many paths. I have so many copies of you. Avison, I don't know why I let you keep my chair. This chair is very uncomfortable. I am being stabbed horrifically by my spine. It is unpleasant. And I just laugh about it. I'm like, it's great. Oh, Becca, I want to build you, but you're stupid. The artwork is so freaking cool, though. I love that it looks like the picture is cracked. Living on borrowed time. Ogre Warlock. Whenever Obeka, a splitter of seconds, deals combat damage to a player, you get that many additional upkeep steps after this phase. So there's some stupid things you could do with her. I don't want to. Part of me does want. She's a Grixis princess. She's so cool, and the artwork is really super cool, and I have a special version of her. I mean, all of these things seem like the reasons for me to make a deck. 43. Oh, detention sphere. Burp. Man. I don't even know what she does. More human warlocks. It makes me mad that witch is not a thing, but warlocks are me. And all the witches are just warlocks. Dumb. Bruce Taro, you are also dumb, but you're pretty awesome as well. Because all your oxen. Double strike. I want to build this ox deck. This silliness. I want a goat deck. I want to make a goat deck. Oxen are cool, but goats are even cooler. they are almost finished, and I am gonna go do a bunch of stuff I don't want to do. Not looking forward to it. Also, my dumb butt started putting things in the wrong place. Those are going into decks. Those things are going over into the binders. Britches is also a foil card. We just... Oh, Avison, my foot has fallen asleep. Okay, people, don't let your cats just tell you what to do. Oh, there was an update for Assassin's Creed Shadows today, as well as Space Marine 2. Y'all, I don't know how I actually play all these games. It baffles me. I don't know. I still haven't gotten around to the single player of Battlefield yet. I haven't really gotten to play the multiplayer either. It's wonderful. I love Battlefield. I like that most people who play Battlefield aren't just there soaking up kills, and they're actually playing the game and doing what we're supposed to be doing so we can win, not just padding your kill count, because apparently that's gonna get you laid or something. I don't know. Who do you show it to? Like, and who? Why would they care? I guess this is... Oh, you sat off to the side and shot people as they went to do the capture the place that needs to be captured. Cool. Cool. That's not me being feisty at all. Ambrose Dean of Shadows. He is dead. A whole bunch of the Deans are dead. And I'm pretty sure the kids now are in charge of things, or have become the Deans, or at least... I might just be making things up, but I'm pretty sure. Two of you. We are just about done. So I am Amara, Goddess of Blunder. I make Magic the Gathering content on the internet. I am one of your avatar ambassadors. I've still got some new decks and things I'll be showing. If you want to see any of my stuff, you can find it on Moxfield, where I have all my decks. I need to do some updates on the Azula deck, but everything should be up to date. It's all just stuff that I built with what I had. So they're not optimized to what they could be, but I will be making special versions of all of them as well, using actual Magic cards and not just avatar cards, but I do like to make my theme decks, so I'll keep them together. I am a cosplayer. You might have seen me at some Magic conventions, doing cosplay, and the cosplay contest twice. I didn't win, but we were there, and that's all that matters. We had a lot of fun. It was an experience. You might have also seen my puppets roaming around. You might have seen Ava flying around in Atlanta. You might have seen my Chocobo running around in Vegas. You might have seen Chandra driving around in Chicago. I don't know what she was doing. She was yelling at people. I remember that much. So you can find my puppets and things over there. You can find my pack openings on most of my socials. You can find me doing things all over the place. I'm usually guesting places, but you can also find me hosting my own games over here on twitch.tv/GoddessofBlundR. We do a lot of different chaos formats, ungames. I like to add a little bit of fun. I am the queen of plane chase, so we do like to add plane chase most of the time because I just like plane chase. It's one of my favorite ways to play. I like the chaos. If you like the chaos, feel free to hang out with us. We do appreciate it. When we do have live games, we do have chaos rewards that you can use your points for. I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Arizona Angels, Angus, thanks for hanging out with me and chatting. I appreciate you. Sorry I'm mopey and sad, and maybe I'll get out of it at some point. What do we got going on? We don't have very much going on. Con-wise, because I kind of forgot to sign up for Shoebox. And that was the only other thing that I knew was going on. I never know what's going on, and nobody really tells me or talks to me, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on most times. Uh, we also do. We have a flood watch issued. That's wonderful. Anyway, yeah, it's raining. It's supposed to be. There's a lake effect snow warning going on right now, but then we just had a flood watch. It's raining outside. It's like pouring outside. I don't know what's going on. You could catch me most mornings, which is my mornings are like 11, 12 o'clock because that's my morning. I'm usually either working or doing other stuff in the morning. Usually house stuff, which is lame. You too. Thanks for hanging out. I do appreciate it. Um, I always enjoy having people to talk to, or at least knowing that somebody is there. So I'm not just rambling. My cats sit here and they just look at me and they're like, "What? Who is she talking to? Crazy human." Let me see who is on right now. Oh, I don't have my phone over. Oh, I do have my. Oh my gosh, my phone was blended into that. That is ridiculous. That is so silly. Let me see who is on real quick. We'll see if anybody is on. Go there, stream manager. I'm just making sounds now. Oh, War Room EDH is on. Let's go over to my friends, my British friends. I love my UK friends. I've met some very wonderful people over in the UK. These are some of my friends from over there. They're wonderful. I did get to finally meet them in person in Chicago, and we got to hang out a lot. They are LGBTQ friendly. They are awesome. They actually were one of the New Perspectives winners for Chicago. And yeah, when you get over there, say hi to them. They're wonderful. I actually get to play with them every once in a while, like on Sundays, because their afternoon is their evening is my afternoon. So we like that's why I originally started playing Sunday 1 o'clock games so I could play with my UK friends. And my friends in Europe. So I'm sorry, Avison. I didn't mean to. Yeah, did I just bother you? But when you get over there, let them know that I said hi, and I appreciate you all hanging out with me. Uh, you're all awesome, and I'll talk to you later. I'll be back tomorrow. Or I might be back tonight. Who knows? That might happen. Later, everybody. Take care of yourselves.